Moving beyond the I'm not in the mood. Too often, including for me, too often we have this, "Oh, I'm not in the mood. I want to stay in my PJs. I don't want to get all dressed up to do a video, or I don't want to use my voice to get on the phone." Too often we use I'm not in the mood to say, you know what? I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to wait till I'm in the mood. I'm going to wait until I feel better about myself. I'm going to wait until I have my hair grows out. I'm going to wait until I really can do some action steps to make me feel great and wonderful, till I lose weight, till I move on. I'm just not in the mood. And if you're saying that, that means that you're not getting on calls to call people. You're not posting at your highest best. You're not communicating with the energy, the excitement for everything that you have to offer in the world, including yourself. So, we're going to talk today about how to move out of I'm not in the mood into I'm in the mood. Let's get this done. And that's what today's program is all about.
We're bold, brave, seen, heard. We're paid well, bold, brave, seen, heard. We're power women.
I'm a power woman, bold and brave and well paid woman.
So I'm going to go right into it with you. We're going to right here because I'm a power woman. I'm bold. I'm brave. I'm seen, heard, and paid well. And I want to make sure that you feel that same exact way. So let's start with this concept of moving beyond the I'm not in the mood. Moving beyond the I'm not in the mood, you need to understand what's going on in your head. What's stopping you from being in the mood? And usually it's what you're thinking. Usually what you're thinking about yourself. Usually it's well, it always is about what you're thinking of yourself. And here are the three key things that I know people think about. One is, I'm not good enough. So you wake up in the morning, maybe you stub your toe, you put yourself in a mood, and this I'm not good enough gets hold of you. Every time you're about to make the phone call, you start questioning yourself. Why me? Why should I be doing this? Why should they listen to me? I'm not good enough. I'm not ready enough. I'm not really prepared enough. And that starts going through your head and it stops you from doing what you really want to do, which is serve the world, your world, and be able to introduce them to your products and your services and your wisdom. The second thing that I know that people do, because I definitely, everything I'm saying is I know for myself, I know what I have to combat for myself, is I don't look great today. Maybe, you put the same outfit on that some days, oh, you feel so good. You feel so good. And then other days you put that same outfit on and you go, oof, I don't know what's going on. Oof, what's this face? What's this? What? Things aren't fitting me right. I don't look great today. So I don't want to be on a Zoom call. I don't want to be doing a video. I don't want to even communicate my voice because my voice doesn't sound great today. I'm not saying do this when you're sick, but I am saying that sometimes in our mind, we'll saying, I don't look great today, stops us from doing some of the actions that we need to take. And then the third part that stops us is, I don't know what I'm doing. If there's one thing that I know about sales and me doing sales out there and pitching yourself out there is that you have to actually throw yourself into the fray, falter, fail, and learn. And oftentimes people stop from selling themselves or presenting themselves or putting themselves out there because they don't know what they're doing. They're really looking at people that are far ahead of them and say, I'm just not like so and so who's, so good at what they do, so good at being out there. Well, the truth of the matter is, you're right. They are good at what they are doing. They are up there, but that doesn't mean that's what they started with. What they started with was a falter, of falling down, making a mistake, saying the wrong word, not closing deals, failing and failing and failing, and falling and falling and falling until they start getting their rhythm. And if you don't start moving beyond I'm not in the mood, and you don't start just showing up and stepping out and being willing to fail, you truly will never know what you're doing. You only learn what to do through the mistakes, through the mishaps, through the moments of success where you go, what did I do? What did I do that worked? That's how you get to where you want to be. So let's talk about how do you move from I'm not in the mood? What are the things that you can do right now to move you out of I'm not in the mood to let's get the job done? The first thing that everybody has talked about, I mean, Simon Sinek wrote about know your why, but this has always been from sales from the very, very beginning of people who were selling. They had to know their why. That concept isn't new. So maybe why you're doing it is to be able to put food on the table, to be able to give your family a life that they deserve. Maybe what your why is that you have this burning, yearning desire to really succeed far beyond any of the generations in your family, to really show them that it can be done, so that your why is way bigger than you. Your why may be show me who I truly am. So I'm going to push myself and push myself to see what I'm totally capable of. Now, that why can be very, very powerful. But I will tell you that in the world of my women's leadership and women in sales and working with thousands of women, that's not a why that really drives women. What really drives women is usually that they want to provide for either their family, they want to provide for a cause that's important to them, they want to provide for their future self. I love when I speak to Lori Brown and she shows me a picture of herself when she's 95. And she says, the reason I do what I do is for her. And it's her at 95. She goes, I'm doing this to protect her, to watch over her, because that's who I am. I'm her protector, which requires her to just put herself out there and keep on keeping on. So you have to know your why in order for you to move past the I'm not in the mood. You have to recognize too that you have to be disciplined. And this is why it's so important for you to have a plan and so important for you to have a schedule so that you know you have to show up. So I do this video every Tuesday between 10 and 11. It's what I've committed to myself. It's what I've committed to the women in my elite group. It's what I've committed to express what I know about sales so that people can feel alive and feel excited. And if you want to comment, put your comments in so that I know that you're here. That's great. But you have to be disciplined. And so play with yourself. Well, you don't have to play yourself that way, but or you can play with yourself. Play with yourself by creating some sort of daily commitment to the people that you want to serve. So a commitment maybe Mondays what you're doing is making phone calls of, hey, how are you doing? Maybe Tuesday you're doing a video of something. Maybe Wednesday you're doing is your follow-up Wednesday. So you're following up calls that you've done over the last few weeks, or you're doing maybe Thursdays you're sending out emails to everybody. You're doing an email newsletter, you're sharing some product or service that you did. And maybe Fridays is you're sending, making phone calls of congratulations, you made it through the week. Whatever the discipline is, just choose a couple of hours to really focus on getting those jobs done, no matter what. That's the discipline. And it's so powerful and important for you to embrace and to know and to do, because that discipline makes a huge difference in your business. The third thing that I wanted to share is to hold yourself accountable to yourself, your clients, and your advocates. This goes back to a little bit to the discipline. The discipline is you putting it on a plan, and this is my plan. But to hold yourself accountable is also to, and I do this, is also to tell the people that you want to serve and work with, Hey, I just know on Tuesdays I'm going to do this. Hey, I just want you to know on Fridays you're going to get this message. Hey, I just want you to let you know that on Mondays I'll probably be giving you a check-in call. So now you have a process, and you are now holding yourself accountable, but you're also holding yourself accountable to the people that you work with or call or anything with. So I have a group of people and I put them in my contact list, people that I work with, people that have hired me, people that I want to continue to hire me. And I actually have on my, I gave them a moniker on my, I made a group actually that says, call them on Monday to see how they are. So that every Monday, I don't call all of them, but I do spread it out so that on Mondays, I'm just doing my, hey, how are you? How are you this day? How are you this way? Because it matters. The system matters. The holding yourself accountable to yourself, your clients, your advocates matter, and making those calls matter. So in order for you to know about how do you move beyond being disciplined, you want to be able to really be aware of those three things, to truly know your why, truly know how to be disciplined, and truly hold yourself accountable. My name is Pegeen. I'm the founder of PowerWomenWorldwide.com. You can go to Power Women Worldwide, and there you can learn about all the services that we have for power women in business, power women in leadership, and me as a keynote speaker. I'm so happy that you're here. May you have a blessed and great, fantastic day. And remember to move beyond the I'm not into it mood, because you're worth it. Always.
Power, pagan, power, be fearless, have fun, pagan.